This is the first major exhibition on Domenico Ghirlandaio, and it's also a tribute to late 15th century Florentine civilization. By the end of the 15th century, Domenico Ghirlandaio was one of the leading painters in Renaissance Florence. Like Sandro Botticelli, his rival and colleague, Domenico had a perfect command of the two painting techniques that were in use at the time: fresco painting and panel painting, in muro et in tavola. Now, the Museo Thyssen-Bornemisza has the most famous painting on panel by Ghirlandaio in its collections. It's the painting we see here. It's an iconic picture, and not only for the museum. It's powerful and yet very delicate. It's in perfect condition, and above all, the subject is most appealing: female beauty. We have quite a lot of information on the history behind the picture. The picture represents Giovanna degli Albizzi, who came from a well-known Florentine family. In 1486, she married Lorenzo Tornabuoni, the son of a wealthy banker who had close relations with the ruling house of the Medici. In the following year, Giovanna gave birth to a son, but then, during her second pregnancy, through illness, she died at the age of only 19. So actually, the story behind the picture is rather tragic. Then the Tornabuoni felt the urge to commemorate Giovanna in the best possible way. Actually, the painting is a kind of personal response of Lorenzo Tornabuoni to the untimely death of his beloved wife. Ghirlandaio left a number of clues in the painting. The initial of Lorenzo on the shoulder of Giovanna. Jewels referring to their marriage. But also a small book of hours intended for daily prayer and meditation. But Lorenzo, of course, what he asked from Ghirlandaio is to produce an outstanding picture that would convey both the physical and the inner beauty of Giovanna. And you can see that Ghirlandaio worked with the utmost concentration on this particular painting. For instance, the modeling of the face is breathtakingly confident. And look how, with the tip of the brush and with calligraphic precision, Ghirlandaio painted the golden locks of Giovanna. One of the aims of the exhibition is to bring the visitor closer to the world of Lorenzo and Giovanna. Now let us go back in time to the glorious moment of their wedding. In Florence, there was a tradition to celebrate wedding alliances with the production of paintings for the chamber or camera, the center of the new household. And Lorenzo's chamber was something truly exceptional in terms of splendor and magnificence. La Camera di Lorenzo Bella. Now, if you walk into this room, please try to imagine to enter this splendid room. And because for the first time since 500 years, we see reunified 4 of the major paintings that originally decorated Lorenzo's chamber. And of course, the crowning piece of Lorenzo's chamber, and also the star piece of the exhibition, is Domenico Ghirlandaio's Adoration of the Magi, painted in 1487. And here too we see the greatness of Ghirlandaio as a painter. Because while the portrait of Giovanna, you see this sense of focus, it's a very quiet image. In this particular painting there's this beautiful profusion of shapes and color. And the eye of the beholder is drawn to a vast array of images. The figures of different ages, beautifully painted fabrics, but also details like the white horse and the beautiful, realistically painted details on the foreground. So it's a marvelous work. And in its original setting, this Christian theme was combined with spectacular paintings with subjects drawn from Greek literature. The third part of the exhibition shows the more intimate side of Florentine culture. What we find here is a very beautiful selection of paintings and sculptures with a devotional function. For instance, the beautiful Madonna by Domenico Ghirlandaio, and one of the personal favorites of the exhibition, relief by Antonio da Rossellini.